anything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch. Now that
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life. Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap.
But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of Brandley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here. I know you're wondering, where in the hell is Kenya Moore? Your guess is as good as mine. People have not been able to find Kenya Moore's link, so I have dropped it in the short that I did on Kenya Moore. She's at 15,600 subscribers. And so whenever that gets uploaded, we will talk about it. But of course, I have a show for you tonight, a tour rather, a live for you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you all this evening. Wendy Williams is like this TikTok man. It just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. So we'll get into that because a judge said that Wendy's career is over. Last time I checked, I don't think this judge has broadcasting experience. So I don't know why she's talking, but we'll get into that. Sean Kingston and his mother got arrested. And Sean Kingston had to pay $100,000 bond. We'll get into that. Universal's Epic Universe. We are a month out from that great theme park opening. Y'all, how much money it can make in the first year. We'll talk about that. Revolve. If you haven't heard of this brand, wait till you hear what they have done to content creators and influencers. It will shock you. Ray J, bruh, you keep staying in the news for no damn reason. That involves Princess Love, so we're going to talk about it. Some updates on the airline industry. We'll get to that. Gizelle Bryant said something on Recently Shade that all I'm going to say is this. If a man were to say what Gizelle said, it would be game over for him. And then finally, Mrs.Netta. Child, we got a lot to talk about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you this evening. Higher is weighing, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see the virtual tour background. Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Thank you, IPPADDT. And also do shout out to Tuber Chat. Thank you so much for mentioning me, brother. Love me some Tuber Chat. Like, comment, share, subscribe to that, brother. He helps content creators from all around the world rise up for sure. All right, y'all. Let's get to the game. Do what we do. Like I said, 8 destinations. And like I said, if Kenya Moore does anything, I will let you guys know. But I have not seen a time on social media. Went to her YouTube channel before the show. Did not see that. By the way, your Beyond the Gates review is getting uploaded. The thing about YouTube is when you do an upload, you have to keep the tab open. So I had it for 2 p.m., but then the upload stopped. So it is what it is. But don't you worry, you guys will get that tonight. Yes, indeed you will. Let me see here. All right, here we go here. All right, so from MediaTakeout.com here, Wendy Williams exclusive sealed transcripts show judge conflict, okay? Judge in Wendy Williams' case, conflicting statements, public shade versus private concern. The legal saga surrounding Wendy Williams just took another dramatic twist. And this time, the tea is coming straight from the bench. Okay, let's see here. According to Media Takeout, Judge Linda Sokoff, who's presiding over the ongoing legal battle involving Wendy's conservatorship, is being called out for making conflicting and allegedly biased statements, both in open court and behind closed doors. This is all alleged. On Thursday, April 10th, during a public court appearance, Judge Skornoff reportedly told the 60-year-old former talk show host that her career is done. Oof, and that's not all. She also allegedly called Wendy's family no good and went after her. She's Alex Fink, accusing her of leaking sensitive court details and warning that any future slip-up would result in legal repercussions. According to insiders close to the case, the comments weren't just inappropriate, they were deeply hurtful to Wendy, who has been publicly battling health struggles and personal trauma and what some fans believe is a wrongfully imposed conservatorship. Tekapina wasn't having it. He pushed back immediately, telling the judge her comments displayed clear bias and proceeding that had nothing to do with Wendy's career prospects. This case is about her autonomy, not whether or not she books another show, Porca reportedly said. Record Wendy's absolutely capable of returning to television. But now it gets even messier. Sealed transcripts tells a different story. Media Takeout has confirmed that in sealed court transcripts, Judge Skornoff conflicted her public remarks. In the closed-door portion of the hearing, the judge spoke about Wendy Williams' career and how she expects it to continue even after the conservatorship itself. The judge specifically mentioned that the court would take every effort to keep the contents of the legal battle private to ensure Wendy would have a successful career when the proceedings finish. Now, Media Takeout is like a needle in a haystack, okay? So, gotta take everything with a grain of salt. Media Takeout does not have possession of those transcripts, but we can confirm with 100% certainty of their existence. If we were in possession, which we are not, we would be precluded from posting the transcripts as New York law prevents the publication. Hold up, didn't she just say Wendy's career was already over to her face rather open court? The difference in tone is striking. Publicly dismissing Wendy's professional future while privately acknowledging its potential and the need to protect it has fans and legal experts alike raising eyebrows. Bias or strategy. Some are speculating that Judge Skornoff's public statements may have been a calculated tactic, maybe to assert control in a tense courtroom or even to pressure the parties into compliance. But others say that it smells like outright judicial bias, especially a case already criticized for being opaque and possibly exploitative. The judge's comments also touch on a broader conversation. Who gets to decide when a public figure's career is over? And should a judge, especially a conservatorship case, be the one making that call? What's next? Wendy's legal team is reportedly weighing next steps, and supporters are calling for more transparency and accountability in the case. For now, one thing's clear: this battle isn't just about money or garnership; it's about control, public image, and a woman's right to define her own narrative. And Wendy, if we know anything about her, she's not going down quietly, nor should she. I think this was beyond the pale disrespectful for this judge to say that Wendy's career is over. Hey, my thoughts. Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well with you. It's good to see you. Like I said, I think that's beyond the pale. You are a judge handling conservatorship over her financially and, her mental health. Career has nothing to do with that. That's what agents are for, right? That's what publicists and managers are for. Hey, grown woman, don't try me. Good to see you. By the way, let me give y'all a quick update on your Beyond the Gates review. Let me see, because it's been pissing me off. Okay, it's at 94%, so it should be ready by 8 p.m. tonight. So I'm sorry I've been pushing back the time, but you got to keep the tab open for the upload to happen. So y'all will get that tonight, the newest episode before this one that I will be doing either tonight or tomorrow morning. So, like I said, Hollywood is Hollywood. The law should be the law. And if this is true, that she said statements behind the scenes to protect Wendy, but then said it out loud, said something different rather out loud, then that's contradicting behavior, and that's not right. That's not cool. That's flagrantly disrespectful. And not to mention too, the jury also cannot, usually most trials, they cannot consume any type of media at all, whether that's website, whether that's audio, whether that's video, whether that's TV, whether that's radio, whether that's podcast, because the jury has to be of pure heart when making the decision. So it should be the same thing on a judge. So Wendy, we're pulling for your child, but this is like the TikTok, man. Just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. All right, y'all. More Brantley's Virtual Live coming up right from this space right here, right now from NBCnews.com. And NBC News, Sean Kingston held in federal prison after he was unable to provide $100,000 bond. An attorney for the 35-year-old singer said he was in the process of being released Tuesday. Rapper Sean Kingston, who along his mother was found guilty of federal wire fraud, was held in a federal prison for several days after he was initially unable to complete a $100,000 bond, according to court records. The 35-year-old singer, whose real name is Janine Anderson, sorry, before showtime, was unable to satisfy the bond and was ordered during a hearing on April 10th to be remanded into the custody of the United States Marshals pending his sentencing. He was held at the Federal Detention Center in Miami, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons website. Zeljinka Bozanek, an attorney for Kingston, told NBC News on Tuesday that Kingston's bond was posted and he's in the process of being released. Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, were indicted in July of 2024, accusing the rappers, celebrity influencers, social media accounts to convince sellers of luxury goods, from jewelry to bed to cars, to deliver items before payment, then made fraudulent and worthless wire transfers. In total, their scheme, which lasted from April of 2023 to March of 2024, saw them defraud vendors out of $1 million, prosecutors said. Some of the luxury items included a bulletproof Escalade, watches, and a 232-inch LED TV. You know what? Let's see what that looks like. I'm just curious. A 232-inch LED TV. Why does your TV need to be that? You gotta be joking. Okay. Okay. I want y'all to see this. Oh my God! Why? So shout out to this website. I never heard of it before, but called Hot Hardwire. So Samsung's giant 232-inch 8K The Wall. So right here, it promises a new interface and experience for users. The large TV has customizable the core frame that enhances the display, ensures that it will fit in any case of stuff. It then dials like the giant TV good for up to 100,000 hours. Samsung has also has a standard for wall TV, and it's designed to never turn off. When the user isn't watching TV on the massive screen, which is configurable, customizable, it can display images. Ambient mode is for when the TV isn't being used. It can show a variety of curated art, paintings, and video to customizable pictures with digital frames. Samsung launched a version of this giant display called the Wall Professional last June. That version was aimed at public spaces, retail stores, and hotels. The new versions are aimed at home use. Samsung will sell the wall in sizes from 73 inches in 2K definition up to 292 inches in 8K definition. I think that's it for that. I'm sorry. Like, do you really need a TV that damn big? Really? Do you really need it? How much is this? Because I know it ain't cheap. Okay, girl. Okay, boy. Okay, fam. I'm choked right now. Y'all want to see how much this is? is so big that the website I'm about to show you says this item cannot be canceled or returned. Okay? This is on a special order. Okay? It's from a company called B&H. If you don't know B&H, they are known for basically it's a specialized Best Buy. Do y'all not see that price? $219,999. Expected availability 2 to 4 weeks. Business financing options available. What business needs this? They would rather have $219,999. You're joking me, right? You're joking me, right? You got to be out your man. You know what? I can't. Oh my God. Okay. They were found guilty on 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 4 counts of wire fraud in March by a federal jury in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. After the guilty verdict, Kingston was ordered to be confined to house arrest with electronic monitoring in order to post a security bond of a home valued at $500,000 and $200,000 in cash. So 5, 6, 7, basically $700,000. And the home, by the way, was of a family member. So a family member lost their home because of his and his mom's stupidity. Turner, 61, was remanded into federal custody. They are scheduled to be sentenced July 11th. They face up to 20 years in prison for each count. Child. No. See, this is why it's important to know where you are in life and be okay with that. When I make it to be a celebrity, I do not mind getting a $5 million home, getting it renovated by the Property Brothers, getting me a top of the line Honda Accord, give me a Lexus LS 500. That'll be my off day car and have everything paid off in full. So just in case today the media industry wants to say, hey, Bray, you've done a great job. Entertainment, media, and the world has soul. You have made the world whole. We're done. I can go home and enjoy the fruits of my labor, knowing I don't have to go to jail, be bankrupt, or be in my own mental hell because I wanted to be seen by everybody. Okay, so I can't. I just can't. By the way, everybody, our next story, Epic Universe, there is a tour happening right now for the portal, and so I want to show you where you can see this portal right here. So it was in Atlanta. Now New York is next, and after that it will be Philadelphia, and then it will be Chicago. So that portal that you saw was the Chronos. That is your portal, your entrance, your access to all 5 worlds, which is Celestial Park, Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon Island of Berg, the Wizarding World, Harry Potter, Mystery and Magic, and Dark Universe. And so, with that being said, let's get to our next destination because y'all, This is crazy. This is how much money is expected that Universal's Epic Universe is set to generate in Florida for year one. Okay. This comes to us from CNBC. I'll let y'all read it. In the first year, in the very first year, okay, it is expected to generate $2 billion. I think Oprah is worth $2 billion. So they're going to make Oprah's net worth in the first year. Check. Hey, listen, Universal Orlando, let me hold about $350 million. just let me hold it for you, okay? I promise you, it will be in safe hands. You might have to move me down, the Epic Universe, so that way I can have an outlet to not really think about the fact that I have $350 million in my bank account. But let me just hold $350 million. Let me just hold it. Okay. Let's see, you have not good ass now. Here we go. So right here, Universal's Epic Universe theme park opens May 22nd. The first major theme park development in Florida in 25 years. This 750-acre amusement park is expected to generate $2 billion for the state of Florida in its first year of operation. Epic Universe is projected to create more than 17,500 new jobs in its first year of opening. And it says right there, beyond this gate finds gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams. And by the way, that lights up at night. Epic things are coming to Orlando in little more than a month. Universal will officially open the doors of its newest theme park, the first major theme park in the Florida area in 25 years, spurring a major shift in Orlando's tourism industry. Epic Universe is the largest of all Universal properties at 750 acres and features 5 theme worlds. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon, Albert Celestial Park. How dare I? Celestial Park, of course, is the first park. I was caught up in the excitement of how epic it's going to be. Yes, pun intended. And Dark Universe. It will join Universal Studios and Walt Disney World in the theme park mecca Orlando. Tourism has long been the leading sector in Central Florida, drawing both domestic and international visitors. More than 74 million people journeyed to Orlando in 2023, contributing around 50% of the total sales tax collected in Orange County. Epic Universe is not only expected to bolster theme park revenues for Universal, as well as its rival just down the highway, Disney, but it will also bring in billions of dollars to the local economy. This is the first major entirely new theme park in the United States in 25 years. This is a compelling reason to visit Orlando, says Cassandra Matache, CEO of Visit Orlando, a tourism trade association. So when you see a major milestone project such as Epic Universe, you know it's going to definitely have a domino effect of economic benefits for our community. So this is Stormfly. So this is one of the dragons that will be inside How to Train Your Dragon Owlberg. So there is Dart rather. There is what is that white dragon name? White Dragon Epic Universe. Let's see. Pouncer. So there's Pouncer as well. There is a dragon that blows out ice, and that's Astrid. one of the Vikings from the world of How to Train Your Dragon. And y'all, I have been seeing the videos. I have been seeing the photos. La Renee Creole will be live from Epic Universe this Thursday. Now, if you watch La Renee Creole, expect her to be an hour or 2 hours late. She's always on time, but she's going to be taking it in for sure before coming on. But I have been seeing all the content creators, and I have to tell you, Disney, I'm going to need you to either fight in this fight, or I'm going to need you to step out of the fight because you're getting your ass whooped. I mean, this is a full dragon that is walking around free roaming. Like, look at the detail on the teeth. I mean, you see the eyes, you see the scales. Like, this is no joke. Like, that's an actual dragon. Made in-house, by the way, at Universal Creative. Got the spikes there. And if you're wondering what these passes are here, I keep telling y'all, if y'all want to get into stuff, get a media pass. Now, you can get a media pass by applying for one, or if you are a content creator and your numbers are numbering, then they will reach out to you directly and invite you. Epic Universe, first announced in 2019, represents the largest single investment Universal's parent company Comcast has ever made in its theme parks business and in Florida overall. Comcast CEO Brian Roberts said at the time that figure is rumored to be around $7 billion. This massive endeavor, which officially opens May 22nd, is a way for Universal to showcase and monetize its diverse library of franchises and bolster its amusement business. It currently operates Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios, as well as Volcano Bay. It is a theme park. CNBC, be better. Now, content creators, theme park content creators, right? They've been saying it's a water park. No, it's not. It is a theme park. Okay, the theme is water. Water is life, and life is joy. They're whole live on it. Calling out a lot of content creators. Keep lying about Volcano Bay. Put some respect on Dale Mason, that amazing team who made Volcano Bay. About a mile down the road. Universal Orlando generated $44 billion. You heard me, $44 billion. $44 billion in economic impact between 2019 and 2023, according to a report from Sean Silent. I think the H is silent, but Sean Sniniff, director of the University of Central Florida's Institute for Economic Forecasting, that was listed by the media company. Universal's newest theme park is already making waves. Sniniff determined that Universal's direct investment in Epic Universe has resulted in $11 billion. $11 billion of economic impact nationwide in the form of construction and operational expenditures, as well as the hiring of new employees. So that is Frankenstein, part of the Monsters Unchained experiment. I've been seeing the reviews that is an animatronic. They say that is one of the scariest rides that Universal has ever done. And listen, like I said, I'm black. I don't do horror, but also too, if I go to Epic Universe, I'm going to go into Dark Universe. I'm going to ride the ride. Yep. I'm going to be that one black person. Yep. Well, actually, there are a lot of black people, like Jordan Peele, for example. But that is probably the only time I will ever go in there. Okay. I've always said I will never go into the Haunted Mansion because you got, what are the three, three ghosts from Haunted Mansion. Phoenix, Ezra, and Gus. So at the end of the ride, those three ghosts it's like projection mapping, whatever the hell, this, that, and the third. I'm saying my son Michael's all around the world, and I'm like, no, I don't want no ghosts going home with me. Okay? Hell. It's either Casper or a thick ghost girl, okay? So listen. Preferably cosplay, but that's neither here nor there. Let's roll on. just thought about it. Could a thick girl cosplay as the marshmallow from Ghostbusters and I capture her as a ghost? Let's move on. Orlando generated 94,000 jobs across the country in 2023. Including engineers, software specialists, artists, architects, and set designers, according to their study. About 65,000 jobs were created just to construct Epic Universe, the company said. Science research also found that Epic Universe will likely generate around $2 billion for the state of Florida in its first year of operation, and is projected to create more than 500 new jobs in its first year of opening, according to Synapse research. The labor market in Florida is quite strong right now, Synapse said. So it's sort of the rich getting richer here. We're projecting that Florida will continue to outpace the national economy, both in terms of economic growth and job growth. Once the park opens, visitors will stay up at hotels, rent cars, go shopping and visit restaurants, boosting revenues for other local businesses. You see the zone around Epic Universe actually boosting since that construction, says Jacob Wall, CEO of the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions, IAPA. By the way, they have an expo every year. You see new infrastructure, you see new housing, you see new hotels being built, you see new restaurants being built. It's a boost for the whole area. Theme park experts told CNBC that other destinations in the area, including Disney, will likely see a bump from Epic Universe's opening. When Disneyland Paris opened up in 1992, there were concerns from the theme parks around Paris, said Wall, but the opposite actually happened. They increased their attendance, and that's something which is likely to happen in Orlando because it strengthens the destination. New developments, whether the parks, lands, or rides, also spark competition between the companies to create more compelling and innovative attractions to lure in guests. It's a rising tide that lifts all boats, said Archie. Typically, both Universal and Disney receive patronage from those visiting Orlando, especially from guests who are traveling from out of state or other countries. Having the additional park means that they will many will extend their vacations rather to allow more time to experience Epic Universe alongside Disney's 4 theme parks and Universal's other amusement locations. What we do know is every day that someone extends their stay, that is millions of dollars worth of economic impact for our community, but she said. Disclosure: Comcast owns NBC Universal, the parent company of CNBC. Woo! So, what do I think about this? The fact that it can generate $2 billion. So, you got what, 7? So, $2 billion down, $5 billion more to go to get the return on the investment. I believe they'll get that by year 3 or 4 very easily. And so for those of you who may not know about Epic Universe, let me just show you this 7-minute video. By the way, if you guys are looking for a rundown of Epic Universe, let me do this here for you real quick. Like I said, we covered this a while back. We've been covering every update of Epic Universe as much as we can. Thank y'all so much. I've been seeing all the new, you know what? It's been a minute. These are the legendary tourists, in the words of legendary Alpha MC, the virtual travels and virtual tour family. Lacey W has called these people her tour fam, and Nikki News on Narcissism has called them her tour sisters. If you are loving the energy of this live, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are here pretty much every day. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for all, so that way you know whenever I go live on tour, upload a video, or do shorts. Usually I do shorts right after the show, so you'll get the highlights in short form. And if you want the full context, you can come back to the live stream. And of course, Beyond the Gates content every single day. And if there is some important news that I need to do a virtual tour pit stop for, we definitely do that. So thank you all for being here. First, so I want to show you guys right here. So these are all the videos of Epic Universe right here. I want to show y'all. Okay, that's that 1 month ago I told y'all that you could book your single day tickets there. Here it is here. If you are looking for a breakdown of everything that's going to be in that park, click that video right there. You see Disney, There's not enough pixie dust for this move. And then here is Volcano Bay is the third theme park for Universal, not a water park breakdown. Okay, need y'all watch that. Put some respect on Volcano Bay's name. You see how passionate I am. So anyway, let's watch this 7-minute video of Epic Universe. Y'all enjoy. And if you are emotional, I'm gonna need you to get your Kleenex together, because I haven't felt this. I don't know. Okay. I haven't felt this way about really anything in a long time. This video reminds me of the Toys R Us jingle, except if that jingle was a movie about how that kid had the memory of Toys R Us and was able to revisit that energy again. So here we go.
Over my 35 years, I've often been asked what my favorite ride is. My standard answer is the next one. We live by the ethos that the next thing we do is going to be better than the last thing we did. So even though we've created some really incredible experiences, we're always looking to how do we make the next one even better? And it really starts back with the origins of our business back in 1964 with the world famous Universal Tram Tour. And from there, we expanded and built the first standalone park at Universal Studios Florida, which really became about riding the movies. And that was an invention of Steven Spielberg, taking them into those stories, not just the attraction experience, but blows it out into entire worlds. And the challenge became, what can we do next?
Where should we be if nobody tried to find out what lies beyond? Have you never wanted to do anything that was dangerous? You never wanted to look beyond the clouds and the stars?
We went to the fans and we asked them. And the answer was pretty compelling. Give us more of your great storytelling, more of the immersive environments, and do it in the most visceral manner possible. Universal Epic Universe is comprised of 5 incredibly themed worlds, and in those, over 50 unique, compelling experiences. The idea was to bring you to these worlds you couldn't otherwise possibly imagine. And to do that, we wanted to create a mechanism that allowed you to be transported into another world, and it starts at the very entrance of the park itself.
You'll enter underneath the Chronos, the first portal, where all the planets will line, and exhilarating discoveries await as you begin your journey into Celestial Park.
Celestial Park is a world in and of itself, where fans have come to seek the ultimate adventure.
It's where we put the park back into theme park.
It has beautiful landscaping, incredible water features, amazing dining experiences, fantastic shopping opportunities, and 3 spectacular attractions. Constellation Carousel, a cosmos-inspired carousel unlike anything you've ever seen. Astronomica, where you can play with dancing fountains. And Stardust Racers, a dual-launch coaster where you race through the sky upon a shooting star.
And anchoring this incredible world is the amazing Universal Helios Grand Hotel, 500 rooms integrated into the park like no other theme park in the world.
And from here, you can jump into any world, portal like an adventurer to find all of the worlds you've ever seen. How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk.
This park
We made the dream a reality. The world's first dragon Viking utopia.
You soar with dragons and have a Viking adventure based on the great movie franchise.
And the ultimate wish fulfillment of flying dragons.
We have this great history with horror. So we thought, is there a way for us to breathe new life into the classic Universal monster family?
It's alive! It's alive!
Dark Universe, a world where Universal's classic monsters are reimagined in an ominous and chilling experience.
Everything you've ever wanted to experience with monsters is in this world.
When the fans told us to give us more of what we did really well, our thinking became, could we create another chapter of the wizarding world of Harry Potter?
In the wizarding world of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, you'll get to experience moments from both 1920s Paris from Fantastic Beasts and the British Ministry of Magic from the Harry Potter series.
The ride inside of that world, I can't tell you because it has to be a surprise.
You come to Universal Orlando, you're going to get this trilogy of storytelling that is unlike anything else in the world.
We'll have Super Nintendo World, where you can jump into the action and step into the world of Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Donkey Kong.
You'll arrive in the most interactive, colorful world we've ever created.
You get to play in the world that you've only played on a screen.
Epic Universe represents a tremendous addition, almost doubling the size of Universal Orlando Resort. This gives us the opportunity to bring people to Universal Orlando for an entire week of the most incredible experiences they can imagine. Universal Epic Universe changes everything you thought you knew about Universal Orlando Resort.
The overarching emotion that Epic inspires is what it's like to have your wishes ultimately fulfilled.
Look at that.
Beyond the storytelling and the immersiveness, there's an emotional component to each of the worlds.
The worlds that were chosen represent so many things for so many people, and they're so vastly different. Thrill and fear and joy and all of it comes together in a type of experience that you have never been able to find anywhere else.
Everything that we do is really the culmination of decades of innovation and creativity and immersive storytelling. So we continue to perfect our craft, and Epic is really bringing it all to a whole new level.
Epic Universe is built on an amazing concept. The idea that you can go into a world through some kind of a portal and you come out in a world you never could dream of, you could experience it. I think it's going to just feed the imagination of so many people of all ages.
What I think we're trying to do most is give people the opportunity to really experience the full thrill of being alive.
And that park will be opening May 22nd, 2025. A happy day to come for all indeed. Woo! My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Man, oh man, oh man. Hey, Coach James Hodge, good to see you. Hey, TKO2890 Roblox player, good to see you. I hope all is well with each and every single one of you. Let me check on a update here. Okay, so it is pending. Okay, the premiere is on for your Beyond the Gates after show. Okay, it's gonna be happening at 8 o'clock. So we do have more Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space. Right now, let me get back on here. That's our next story. Right here. Okay. I had to make sure I was on track here. So this comes to us from Yahoo Finance, courtesy of the Los Angeles Times. Revolve faces a $50 million lawsuit. Let me say that two more times. A $50 million lawsuit. A $50 million lawsuit alleging influencers hid paid brand partnerships. Okay. Popular Gen Z retailer Revolve is facing a $50 million lawsuit alleging that the brand's social media marketing tactics deceived at least 1 million consumers. A class action lawsuit filed Friday in the California Central District Court accuses this Cerritos-based online retailer of violating federal trade law by operating an advertising scheme on Bertha, in which influencers disguise as paid product endorsements as genuine recommendations in order to boost Revolve's sales. For many years, Revolve used its position, payments, and free merchandise to entice influencers to endorse and promote its products while failing to disclose any material relationship with the brand, the lawsuit said. Representatives for Revolve did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Lead plaintiff said in the lawsuit, sorry for butchering that name, said in the lawsuit that had she known the influencer's posts were sponsored, she would not have purchased Revolve's products at the prices she said, which at times were 10% to 40% higher than those of other retailers selling. 10 to 40% higher than those of other retailers selling the same items. The lawsuit is seeking $50 million in damages. Revolve's affiliate companies, as well as 3 influencers, were listed as co-defendants. FTC mandated Federal Trade Commission mandate disclosures should be difficult to miss, like the paid partnership label advised by Meta or the #ad hashtag. The lawsuit states instead Revolve's paid influencers often merely tag the fashion brand's Instagram account in their post according to the complaint. The problem comes when you don't disclose, said Bodanka, one of Netanyahu's attorneys. He added that the guidelines established by the Federal Trade Commission require influencers endorsing the product on social media to disclose any material connection with the brand. In its 2023 annual report, Revolve warned about the risk of litigation should its thousands of social media influencer partners fail to disclose FTC guidelines. The National Advertising Division of the Better Business Bureau National Programs, a nonprofit that oversees industry self-regulation programs, recommended earlier this year that Revolve modify influencer posts to clearly and conspicuously disclose the material connection between Revolve and influencers in its product gifting program. The lawsuit alleges that Revolve violated the Florida Deceptive Trade Practices Act, the Consumers Legal Remedy Act, and the Unlawful Business Practices Act, as well as consumer protection laws in more than 20 states. Revolve Group's business has been growing. The company report net sales of $1.1 billion in 2024, up 6% from a year earlier. Profits rose 73% to $48.8 million during the same period. Shares in the online fashion retailer on Monday rose nearly 4% to close at $21.71. But have plummeted 38% this year. This story originally appeared in the Los Angeles Times. Oh, my Lord. So, what do I think? If I was paid by Universal Orlando, I would have to put in my description box #ad, #NBC Universal, #Universal Orlando. That would have to be required. The reason why I don't have to is because I am a media commentator, social commentator, talking about Epic Universe as a content career. You understand? So if I were to be more involved and we have a contract and it states in the contract that I have to disclose it, then there you go. Now, you probably are thinking, good Lord Jesus, Brian, you promote so many Black-owned businesses and stories and this, that, and the third. Have you ever promoted an ad? No, not one. If anything, me being a broadcaster has probably made it sound like an ad, but no. That's just knowing who I am and being responsible for the gift I have and utilizing it as a tool and not, utilizing it as a tool, not using it as a weapon. You know what I mean? So, Revolve, $50 million for not disclosing that your influencers are getting paid. Come on now. If your products are good, they'll speak for themselves. Happens every time. All right, y'all. More Brand Lee's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. So this happened Estranged couple Ray J, Princess Love caught kissing at Millennium Tour, and that looks like a wifey kiss. I'm not gonna sit here in front. That doesn't look like a kiss. This is the fourth time we're getting divorced. From the Jasmine brand, Ray J is letting it be known where things stand with his estranged wife, Princess Love, after the two were seen locking lips at the Millennium Tour recently. The One Wish singer admitted that while he still deeply loves his wife, calling her my everything, she's allegedly leaving him on. He said, I reminisce, man, I love her, but I don't like her right now. He continued, she's my everything, but I'm her ucking nothing. She was kissing me like when we first fucking met. Don't do that. Don't ever do that to me again and play with my emotions. In follow-up videos, Ray praised Princess for being the best mom to their two children and having the best kiss, adding that he plans to make adjustments in his life and thanking fans for allowing him to vent. Child, you've been venting a lot recently. The recent rekindling comes after Princess filed divorce from Ray for the fourth time last year, insisting that she was finally done with the situation. It's currently unclear, however, whether the pair plan to work on amending their marriage. So let me let y'all hear from Ray J real quick.
It did taste good yesterday though when I was kissing her. I reminisced, man, I love her, but I don't like her right now. She's my everything, but I'm her fucking nothing. Ooh. She was kissing me like when we first fucking met. Don't ever do that to me again and play with my emotions, nigga. Ever.
Oh.
Nigga, Princess did taste good yesterday though when I was kissing her.
Wait a minute. So you say, and I quote, don't play with my ucking emotions ever again in I love her, but she's my ucking. I love her, she's my everything, but I'm her ucking nothing. And I don't like her right now, but yet she tasted good when you kissed her. Bruh, what are you doing? Oh my God. I know y'all probably just as perplexed as me of, Ray, how in the world do you find these destinations? Y'all, they form as I am looking for them, okay? Oh my Lord. Laughing, crying, hang on, there it is. Laughing, crying emojis. Brandy, please get your brother. Who cares? So for dinner, I want to put the steak on the grill. What? That 47 in the chat. Oh my Lord Jesus. I don't know who irritated me more, them two or Mrs.Netta and Charles. She was drunk and don't know who that is. It? I think that's Sammy Ronan, if I'm not mistaken. How do you get your mouth to exaggerate? Okay, let's just roll on. More Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from this space right here and right now. Some updates on the airline industry, ladies and gentlemen. In case you guys did not know. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Just have to get that there. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. So here's the first update right here from CNBC.com. American Airlines to make Wi-Fi free on most of its fleet in 2026. Okay. Here we go. American Airlines plans to offer in-flight Wi-Fi for free in 2026. The service follows similar moves by JetBlue Airways, Delta Airlines, and most recently United Airlines. The complimentary service, sponsored by AT&T, will be available for members of American Airlines Vantage loyalty program. Okay, so this ain't gonna be for everybody. You gotta be in the program. American Airlines plans to offer Wi-Fi for free starting in January as more carriers opt for complimentary internet service for their loyalty program members, increasing pressure on holdouts. The free Wi-Fi will be sponsored by AT&T and is available for members of the I keep saying of the sentence structure wise, I just keep thinking that, of American Airlines Advantage loyalty program, the airline said Tuesday. JetBlue Airways has offered complimentary in-flight internet for years, and Delta Airlines started offering the free service to its Sky Miles loyalty program members in 2023. United Airlines is in the process of outfitting its fleet with SpaceX Starlink satellite Wi-Fi, which will be free for members of its loyalty program, Mileage Plus. American Airlines in-flight Wi-Fi routinely tops $20 per flight. The carrier said that starting in January, the free service will be available on its planes outfit with Intelsat and Viasat satellite Wi-Fi, which will account for about 90% of its fleet by next year. Some of Americans' older Boeing wide bodies won't have the service for free, but will still have Wi-Fi available. American Airlines has been testing the service on certain routes. It is also planning to install high-speed internet service on 500 regional planes by the end of next year. The airline said, hashtag beam me up sky, shout out to Star Trek fans, the Trekkies out there. Southwest Airlines, one of the outliers in the industry has not said whether it's considering free Wi-Fi on board. Well, why would y'all do free Wi-Fi when you just took away the 2 free bags? Like, if you do that, they gonna, the consumers, be like, so wait a minute, you give away free Wi-Fi, but you took away my bags. And Southwest, just speaking for the people, not that they let people know, but just speaking for the people because nobody else is stopping me from speaking for the people. I think they will rather want the 2 free check bags than free Wi-Fi. Just saying. And I think that is the story there. All right. So, speaking of the airline industry, this is from Wallet Hub. This article is about the best airlines, okay? Airline ticket prices went up 7.9% last year, outpacing inflation. Cost isn't all that matters in picking what company to fly with, though choosing the wrong airline has the potential to take even more from us. For instance, 10 animals passed away during air transportation in 2024, and 4 major U.S. airlines had at least 2 pet fatalities. In the words of Wendy Williams, Q-tip. While critical to consider, such factors often fly under the radar due to our focus on price, but finding the most affordable fare is now quite easy for anyone for internet connection. So this report examines those other overlooked aspects of air travel to help consumers make more informed decisions. Wallet Hub compared the 9 largest U.S. airlines plus 2 regional carriers across 14 different metrics that range from cancellation and delay rates to baggage mishaps and in-flight comfort. We also consider the cost in relation to in-flight amenities for the sake of fairness. For example, it wouldn't be right to penalize an airline that charges for drinks if its tickets are far cheaper than those from an airline with free in-flight refreshments. Give me a moment because there is a surprising development. Okay, here we go here. Below, you can see where the airline ranks overall Wallet Hub score. We'll get to every single one of them. Okay, so here are the key findings. Most reliable airline is Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines has the lowest rate of cancellations, delays, mishandled baggage, and denied boardings. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so Delta Airlines is the most reliable airline. Okay, the most comfortable airline is JetBlue Airways, along with Hawaiian Airlines, leads the pack in terms of in-flight experience, offering free amenities such as Wi-Fi, extra legroom, and complimentary snacks and beverages. So JetBlue Airways, along with Hawaiian Airlines, are tied, but leading the pack for most comfortable airlines. Okay, the most affordable airline is Spirit Airlines for budget flyers. Okay, the most pet friendly, for those pet lovers, 3 airlines are tied for being the most pet friendly: SkyWest Airlines, United Airlines, and Envoy Air, with no incidents. And the safest airline, okay, The runner-up is Frontier and the safest in 2025 is Spirit. Listen, I was just as surprised as you. I'm like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me the airline that one of the engines caught on fire? Okay, and I think one of the doors flew off the hinges. You mean to tell me that the airline with hashtag the most turbulence, Spirit, is the safest airline in 2025? Okay. So those are your updates on the airline industry there. Ray needs to go see the Wizard of Oz get a new brain. This man is done sticking a fork in him. Well, we found out that the Wizard of Oz pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. So he was a fraud too. I get your point, my thoughts. Hey, Linnell Stiller, welcome in. Glad to have you here. All right, y'all. So trigger warning for everybody on this next story. I saw this. I'm just like, no, we're not doing this. Because if a man were to say this, it wouldn't be held to pay. So I'm gonna let y'all hear it and we'll talk.
I went to go visit Adora at Hampton.
Yeah.
There might have been some 19-year-olds that, might want to get to know me better. What? Shooting their shot? Maybe. So I just want you to know I'm hot out here with these 19-year-olds.
Okay.
Now they are broke.
Right.
And I can only do one thing with them.
Yes.
But they find me attractive.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did they ask you?
Adora wouldn't let it get that far.
Out. Okay.
Because that's creepy.
Okay.
Yeah. But
yes.
They were like, when is your mom coming?
Yeah.
When can I talk to your mom?
Please don't go there. Please do not.
I'm not going to bring any college kids home.
Please do not.
Only because my kids are in college.
Okay.
I went to go visit Adora.
I just, now, we all know that if a man were to say, I was visiting my son at Hampton and some 19-year-old young ladies hit on me, and those ladies are broke, now I can only do one thing with them, there would be hell to pay. I don't know why you would say this, Gizelle Bryant, on a podcast that is connected to the Black Effect Network, which is Charmaine the God, who is connected to iHeartMedia. Just flabbergasted. I'm like, is this what we're doing? You have to be out your rabbit ass mind. And I think the thing that really caught me off guard was she said it was creepy, but she continued. What the hell? And not to mention, the 19-year-olds are asking Adora, hey, when's your mom coming? It's like, so now Adora at Hampton has to go through this space of really? Like, Lord Jesus. Giselle, you could just left off because now everybody knows where your yard goes to school, okay? I just didn't get it. I'm just like, are we really doing this? Sick head for the men her age knows that she's a mess. Oh, Alley Cat on the proud. Yeah, I'm just like, no. Listen to the comments. The confused with the sad emoji. This ain't it. This ain't cute at all. I agree with you because she's beautiful. But I'm glad she ignores them. I understand her struggle. My son's friends know better. What the heck? I would hope Callie _sweet_T that your son's friends are grown, like 30, 27, 25 even, but still, like, man, you can't do anything with a 19-year-old, LOL, and yuck. If a celebrity guy said it would not be a good look, thank you. If being desperate had a voice, child, not a flex. As a seasoned woman, it definitely feels good when young man tries to get at you, that means she still got, but I wouldn't go far with it. Gizelle, you're embarrassing. Your poor family. Would it be different if they had money? Shit! It's a 19-year-old. You know what? This whole statement is cringe, rather. I hate to be that person. But now if a man said this, being that your kids are that age, there shouldn't be anything you can do with him. That's not flex. Ain't nobody try to holler at her. Outward beauty has made many boys and men fall when nobody wants you, stays with you, and this is all you think is a brag grow up. She's telling the truth. College guys love to shoot their shot at the praying moms. That's a fact, but nobody's indulging. But it's a fact. She thinks everyone wants her, and the fact remains that Jamal Covenant distasteful grows. I bet you Jamal's new wife has more class than this. Oh damn. I hate how fake woke everybody wants to act in 2025. People have been saying this for years. We know darn well Gizelle wants somebody maturing, checking for no man at the daycare, so figure of speech, relax. Okay, so here's the thing. Sky Tana world. I get it, right? But I don't think it's fake woke. Because like I said, if a man were to say this, it would be hell to pay, as it should be. Right? So I don't think it's fake woke. That's gross. 19. This sounds so weird. Let a 50-year-old man say that about a 19-year-old. They ripped Shaq apart about the Angel Reese comments. That's that part. We covered that here on Virtual Tour Live. A woman in her late 40s bragging about teenage boys going to school with her daughter lusting after her. It's just where I can slightly understand 21 plus. But come on, Gizelle, this is odd. Desperate seeking. If this was a guy, there would have been all types of prayer comments. Now this post are also full of it. Imagine a man having the same convo. Women should have get past predator freaks and ew. So there you go with that. From Gizelle Bryant. All right, y'all. Our last story, y'all. Child, I'll let y'all hear it, then we'll talk about it, because I can't do it. That's something cannot do. I just refresh this here. Okay, yeah, that's why. Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Huh? I was mentioned on Housewives last night. Probably was, because Drew Sidora, me and Drew Sidora, we reach out. I didn't even look at that, but I might go check it out. Me and Drew Sidora, we've been, conversating and talking on the phone and stuff like that. And I was going to go and appear on Housewives last year when they was filming, but I didn't do it. We didn't have a storyline for me to come on there, but I probably was mentioned on it. I'm gonna go and check that out.
Well, at least we don't got Angela problems, though.
Y'all been tearing up.
Is that them hot flashes? I don't want that.
Because she be indoors with that fan still.
No.
Yeah. For real, don't catch me outside.
Kelly got me laughing because Kelly called her Netta now.
The way she say his name, Charles. What you know about Charles?
What did you hear about Charles? Wait a minute, Kelly. No. What did you hear about my husband?
Charles, your lunch is ready.
At least we don't got.
And says, so social media star Mrs.Netta reacts to being mentioned on Raw. It says she was supposed to join the cast. The question is here, and so basically to set up during a recent live, the social media personality addressed her shout out on Sunday night's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, where that ladies compare newbie Angela Oakley to her for constantly name dropping her husband Charles Oakley, who also has a man named Charles. Respond, I didn't even look like that. I didn't even look at that. I might have to check it out. She then revealed she was almost part of the cast. I was going to appear on Housewives, but I didn't do it. She said we didn't have a storyline. You were supposed to join Housewives. Okay. Listen, if that's the case, I'm married to Jill Scott, and Jill Scott's name is Jill Scott Lee. I mean, really, Mrs.Netta, you really were supposed to join Revolve? I would believe Tamar Braxton would be on Housewives before Mrs.Netta. Now, Tamar did turn down, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We talked about that during the Tamar Braxton, Carlos King interview after show. If you missed it, it's on this channel. Just type in Tamar Braxton and you'll be able to find and click that video, click that replay of that live. But then Tamar said, all money ain't good money, but yet you on the Braxtons after you said, this is my last scene and season. Okay? I can't. Who said that? Baby, she lies fast as true. I know you are gonna lie. Laughing emojis. Mrs.Netta knows people were at it and works every time. The lies. The Lulu laughing emojis probably was the amount of delusions that flow from their mouth is saying, let's normalize the word conversing, please. Bye, laughing emoji. If y'all in your 40s, that probably means you're premenopausal, which also means hot flashes on the way. Keep on living. She's delusional. Kimpire looked, so Kimpire got that. Goodbye. Even more of a reason to never watch it again. If they put this person on that show, I will never watch it again. Absolutely the not boy bye. This man actually said he was supposed to appear, not join the cast. Still, it's a lie. Get your headline together. Listen, we're just talking about it. I do agree that the Jasmine brand should update the headline. But listen, as a blog, you try to be first, and that's probably what happened. But key to my soul, I will like your comment. You're all right. But still, just the fact that, and I get why Key to My Soul said that, because it should be about the integrity, right? So for those of you who don't know, when you are a friend of, sometimes they will use you as a friend of to see if you can be a main cast member. So I agree with Key to My Soul. They should update the headline, but push back just a little bit on the fact that, there was a Housewives connection here. Get away from me with this. Get me away from this, Netta. I thought their 15 minutes was up. Am I the only one feeling some kind of way with black women compare other black women to men? He just be lying for no reason. I'm trying to figure out how his first husband, Darnell, died. Y'all are so wrong for that Norbit reference. Y'all are so wrong. Imagine being a woman of a certain age, clowning hot flashes. Keep on living. They'll both go for menopause. Keep on living. They'll be there. That's such a lot. That Bill Cosby looking man is not a housewife. They did not ask him to be part of the show. That lunch looked like a hot plate of fish. Laughing emojis. Laughing emojis. Okay, bye. Laughing emojis. Blinking eye emojis from Nina. Laughing emojis. Laughing emojis. I boycott did. Stanley from The Office. B2. Child by Joe. Laughing emojis. Who is this? How do y'all know him, her? My Lord. Shannon Sharp looks like, nah, y'all ain't gonna disrespect the Pro Football Hall of Fame like that. Don't do that. Why is this social media worthy? Now, why is she lying? Portia and her pet are 2 seconds away from premium policy. So there's that. We use the star too liberally. No, the upkeep wasn't. So there is that. I can't. Hang on, y'all. I'm sorry. So, Netta, I think I have the evidence, right, of how this was a lie. Candy, can you explain the lie of Netta coming on Housewives?
They never got no pictures. I'm telling you a story, Mama.
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
Thank you, Candy, for giving the context of how Netta set up this scheme to come to us with the bullshit. Thank you so much, Candy. I hope all is well. All right, y'all. So those are all our destinations. Now, as you guys may or may not know, I broke the news, as many other content creators did, but I think I was probably the first one to do it. And you guys saw this thumbnail, right? I'm going to take down my thoughts comment here just for a brief minute. Confessionals, in my words, Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. And I said this is giving Rod and Peach energy, right? And so as I take down the banner so y'all can see it, submit your questions below. All subscriber questions will be answered. Now, this happened on Facebook, on Instagram. I'm sure it happened on Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok as well. Okay. So, no time was released, right? No time was released. And here is Kenya Moore's YouTube channel. Now, when you do subscriber questions, usually what you do is you do an upload and say, hey guys, I'm going to go live, or do an upload, put in your questions below, or email confessions@officialkenyamoore.com, and then we'll go through. So, shout out to Millie Chun because she has a video talking about this. So let's talk about it. Here we go.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun, and today is the day, honey. Kenya Moore's confessionals in my words. I don't know what time. She said you have to be subscribed and be notified when she gets ready to drop. But let's get into some other things. Child, when I saw that The Root had an article on Kenya Moore, why Kenya Moore has always been the problem, I was like, I know you lying. Let's get into it. I feel like this is one for Brit. They talk about how the Real Housewives of Atlanta is full of drama, but Kenya takes it to a new level of toxicity, right? They talk about the former Miss USA showing her hand in RP as a way to expose her castmate, Brit Edie. So then they call it a cruel, calculated move that backfired tremendously, right? And then they quote Cynthia Bailey, shocked. I believe that most of the cast were shocked. We didn't know that would happen. Let's keep going. So then they talked about how Edie didn't feel like her cast had her back. We've already discussed that, right? Brit is new. Brit was mad because they checked in with Kenya. I said this. Why would they not check in with Kenya? You're just getting here. Right. They're going to do that. So then right here, what The Root is asking is, why did it take so long for Moore to be held accountable? Who is over there doing this reporting at The Root? Y'all, let me know.
So I want to pause it here, right? Because when I did my season 16, episode 6 after show review, I said, why would y'all need to talk to Kenya? Because she did what she did, right? But Billy Chum brings up an excellent, very well said, articulated point of Kenya Moore has been there longer, but Edie is new. But still, right is right, wrong is wrong. Like I said, by the way, like, comment, share, and subscribe to Millie Chun TV. She also has a wonderful book series, and she's always doing great things. All right, back to the video, everybody.
I might be able to find out. So then they talk about from season 5, Miss Gone with the Wind Fabulous has almost antagonized all the women on the show. From inappropriate flirtation with Apollo to a decade worth of being at odds with Portia. They said that she has consistently inserted herself into controversial foolishness. But her latest stunt is exposing Edie was less being shady and more of a personal attack. They felt like it was a personal attack. Now, I don't think it was it a personal attack? What do you think about that? Yeah, okay, what I will say about this article, that any content creator or anybody that wants to talk about it could have gotten this article to talk about, right? But what I have surmised is that this article right here, they feel a certain way about Kenya. They said wherever there is smoke, there's Kenya Moore. And the common thread in these blowouts is that they came up with that Kenya is a jealous, mean-spirited person towards romantically or emotionally secured women.
Ooh.
What? And then they talk about her catchphrase, "Don't come for me unless I send for you." This is a line that has yet to age well. While jealousy might explain her actions, it certainly doesn't excuse them.
Wow.
Straight from the root. Let's look and see who wrote this. Let's go back a minute. I'm not going to mess this name up right here, but we're just going to say B wrote this. They feel a certain way about Kenya over there at the root, child. Let's keep going. This in my story on Instagram yesterday, where Portia basically said that Kenya had been fired from the show because she was saying how Britt had given her POV and Kenya couldn't give her POV because she was fired from the show. Now, that's not what we got from Kenya, but this is what's coming from Portia. Now, this is something else. I found this to be very interesting. As I was scrolling, I was like, why is Kenya in the window smiling like this? Because it just looked real crazy to me. But then I looked down here at the caption. "Thank you, the dentist, for always something about her smile." Hold on, child. So she said, "Thank you, the dentist, for always taking such immaculate care of my teeth." Y'all, maybe they should just move Kenya over to Meriton Medicine.
Oh, Lord.
And then they could really be together and see how that dynamic works. They measure up together for me anyway, so I think y'all would enjoy that. Y'all who love them like that, I think y'all would really enjoy that. What do y'all think about that? So, you know, Britt was recently on Watch What Happens Live, and when she was asked to say something positive about her castmates, this is what she had to say, because we wouldn't be here without Britt at all. She said about...
Hold on a second. Is that Britt? Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, that's her dunk. Good damn, it is Duncan. Okay. Actually, let me zoom back in. Portia, what Britt has to say about Portia is she loves... Listen, I went to Thickology University, okay? I have a PhD, okay? I'm utilizing the education that I received from Thickology University. Don't at me. Portia, for real, what Britt Edie has to say about you is that she loves how you stand in your truth. Bruce Adore, you're a great actress without hesitation. Love you, Charles. Without hesitation. To Shamia, you're a good liar. Kelly, you're a good mother. Cynthia Bailey, you're the voice of truth. And Phaedra Parks, you are a OG, that girl. Child, listen.
Portia loves how you stand in your truth. For Drew Sidora, you're a great actress. For Angela Oakley, with hesitation, you love Charles. For Shamia Morton, with hesitation, you're a good liar.
My bad, with hesitation. For both of Angela and Shamia Morton. I'll reread that. For Angela Oakley, with hesitation, we love you, Charles. Shamia Morton, with hesitation, you're a good liar. Okay.
What? For
it
Kelly,
was the dunk that threw me off. That's why I didn't finish those two statements correctly.
you're a good mother. Cynthia Bailey, you're the voice of truth. And for Phaedra Parks, you're an OG, that girl. Child. Y'all, I can't wait to see what Kenya has to say today. I hope she doesn't let y'all down. It's your girl Millie Chan. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Oh, I would get that out. Let's see that. Let's see what I would shout out to the people like that. That is great. Go to wildfang.com for the Peanuts Anniversary Collection. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Well, I'm going to turn on my camera now because we've done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Yes, indeed, we have. Woo! Like I said, nothing as of yet when it comes to Kenya Moore. Not seeing anything on her YouTube channel. And I will show you her YouTube channel here because people were asking me in one of the shorts what was her email, not her email, but what was her channel, channel, and how can you get to it? And found it and posting it been posting it in that short. So as you can see there, the latest clip or video was 8 years ago. Bravo Barbies in Clubhouse. So yeah, we shall see what happens here. So right now we are just chilling out. Jam-packed show as always for you all. Like I said, come up at 8 o'clock will be your Beyond the Gates episode 34 after show. And y'all, a lot went down. Of course, I catch you up with everything. So let's recap the show, shall we? Let's recap the show. Like I said, Mrs.Netta, the fact that she was going to appear on, Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm like, okay, then I guess, but it probably would have been just a one-time appearance. I don't think she was ever going to actually join the cast. I don't see that happening. But hey, that's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. Gizelle Bryant, you are out of line for saying that 19-year-olds are hitting on you at Adora's campus of Hampton University. Okay, that was completely out of line. It was crass and it was disrespectful. Okay, so you need to apologize to Adora for embarrassing her on your Reasonably Shady podcast. Okay, the airline industry, the fact that Spirit Airlines is the safest airline in 2025 is bonkers to me. I would not have expected that. Not at all. That was quite shocking. And then the fact that American Airlines will be doing free Wi-Fi for the people who are part of the Advantage program, that should get some people to apply and sign up. And I think sign up and apply are the same thing, right? I think so. But yeah, free Wi-Fi if you are part of that program. Ray J, bruh. I'm gonna need you and Princess Love to get yourselves together. That's what I'm gonna need y'all to do. Please and thank you. That's what I need y'all to do, because y'all keep going up and down, inside out, and y'all lace yourselves up and then you untie yourselves. I mean, it's a lot, Ray J. It's a lot. Revolve potentially having to pay $50 million because they did not disclose the influencers that they had, that most of their reviews were ads. That's not cool. That's not cool. And also too, it hurts your brand, because when people feel a brand is inauthentic, that social capital goes down. It's anybody can rebuild within reason financial capital, but it's very difficult to rebuild social capital. Universal Epic Universe, right? To make $2 billion the first year is going to be open. Oh my Lord Jesus, $2 billion. Like I said, let me hold $350 million of that. Universal Network. So let me hold $350 billion, please. Thank you. Sean Kingston going to jail because he could not, produce a $100,000 bond. Dude, you did the crime, you got to pay the time. I do believe people deserve to be held to account for what they do, and that was completely out of line. Absolutely completely out of line. You mean to tell me that you could not have went to William Morris Endeavor, the Creative Arts Agency, or one of the big agencies in Hollywood, and just say to them like, hey, I'm still not put out beautiful girls, and you could not have done a revival of your career? Like, bruh, that would have been way better than you defrauding people. You and your mom defrauding people. That was not cool at all. And then Wendy Williams being told by a judge that her career is over. But then behind the scenes saying that we are going to seal everything so that way her career can be protected. What? No. That's not right. That's not cool. And like I said with Kenya Moore, you see no upload of her confessions. Y'all remember she couldn't start her Instagram live on time either. Y'all remember that, right? Okay. So I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. But yes, we are here just chilling. Like I said, I'll probably stay here till maybe 1:40. But yes, indeed. So, man, what a show tonight. 8 destinations all live. I don't think I even took. No, I didn't take one commercial break. I don't think. Because normally, like if it's 8 destinations, I'll do 4 and then a commercial break. But we just rolled through them. So yeah. So yes, indeed. Yeah, but we are just chilling out. Glad to have y'all here. I guess we will take a commercial break now at this point, and we will be back with more right after this. Roll it.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician, general, author, ruler, man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
Make a lick of sense to most people. A big city built below sea level that throws logic out the window and beads to strangers. And our chicken is no different. A fast food restaurant selling fried chicken that takes 12 hours to marinate? That makes no sense. But it does make delicious. The best recipe for big flavor ain't about logic. Because you know magic when you see it or when you taste it. We don't make sense. We make chicken.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, nail pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
I'm loving it.
Loving y'all right back. Welcome back in the Brainley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here. Of course, that is Kenya Moore's YouTube channel. There, she's supposed to be doing confessionals in her own words. Don't know if it's going to be an upload or a live, but as I refreshed it, nothing there. She is at 15,900 subscribers. So pretty soon here, she'll be at 16,000 followers. So don't know if it is going to happen. If it does happen, of course, you know, I will bring it to you live, but it looks like it's not going to happen. So that's the latest on that there. Let me get you your daily motivator here, and then we will head on out here. The art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook. Oh, say that 2 more times, William James. The art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook. The art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook. William James. Well done, good sir, to you. It is time for the Daily Motivator for Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. Tax day, by the way. We'll get taxes done. Miracle of existence. The shiny objects are not the beautiful objects. The easy gains are not the fulfilling gains. You have so much to live for, so much you can be. You are far from empty, so avoid consorting with emptiness. Sorry, y'all. Meaning exists in every particle of your being. To the extent emptiness creeps in from outside, it corrupts the once beautiful places where it goes. A long time ago, you knew all this, yet some of that knowledge became suppressed. Now is when you can give it a voice and give it action. The time is not too late, but rather just right, meaning floods back into your awareness, rather, when you let go and allow the satisfaction of its richness. Fill your time, fill your awareness with what matters, with what you know is right and good and substantive. Treasure the miracle of your existence and take care not to let its beauty be emptied from you. Ralph. That is deep. The miracle of existence. You know, I was talking to my coworker today about, mindset. And, I said to him, I truly do believe that everything that we have went through was more for our good than our bad. And it's easier said than done, because when you're going through it, you feel so alone. What you have to recognize is, if you could get through that dark chapter, there's got to be a chapter of light to come. So that's the first thing I'll tell you about the miracle of existence. The fact that you are still here, that means you have the chance to make other existences miracles. That's the first thing I'll tell you. The second thing I will tell you is, the time is not too late, but rather just right. It is never too late to become something of importance. But if you're going to become something of importance, become something of importance to yourself, not for anybody else. Because people who can love you one day can hate you the next. And if your movement is dictated off of others' emotions, you were never a person to begin with. That's the second thing I'll tell you. And finally, take care not to let its beauty be emptied by you. I think what that is saying is, for all the splendor, wonder, and the magnitude of what could be a struggle, don't let that beauty be emptied from your perspective. And believe me, it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. To not be drained by this world. But I will tell you, there are more givers than we know. But also, too, there are more givers than we expect. Behind every taker is a giver. You remember that? I promise you, what's to come is better than what's been. With that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you are always one of us at truth. By the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen. Do wise one thing. Call yourself as done. Chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, by spending time together, we're also to be great together. Always remember where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, live your best life. Or hey, listen, you're just recognizing that maybe, just maybe, simplicity equals peace. And in that peace can be joy. Think about that. In simplicity can be peace, and that peace can be joy. In that simplicity can be peace, and that peace can be joy. You never heard of, chaos and peace residing in the same space, right? Consume that thought. Breathe through that, and then move forward with that energy. Oh, Lord. Much love, all love. Wait. Hang on. One love, much love, all love. Oh my God, I know what you do what you never say one because you are always more blessed and trust me enough to be chosen for God's something chosen one of which I spend time with you, you spend time with me, you guys spend time with your world, always. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. I think that's not true. I've said it so many times. Oh my Lord Jesus. Oh my Lord Jesus. Oh my Lord Jesus. Y'all give me one. Y'all, really, it's been that long of a day. It's been that long of a damn day. Y'all give me one moment, because I'm flat on the gas tank. I really am. I'm just like, wait a minute right now. You've done this before. You've done this before. Give me one moment, y'all. Give me one moment. Oh, that's what it is. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it back to you. Commercial break at fireworks for the day that was, for the day that's come, for the blessings on the way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel the love. I truly do. And I send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Bye-bye. By the way, in 10 minutes will be your Beyond the Gates episode 34 after show. One love, much love, all love. Once again, I feel the love and send it right back to you. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, drop it to the floor. Drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor. Drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor. Drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.